Folks, welcome back. My name is Timmy. You're watching Beta, Florida man attempting to invest and be smart and show off, and I'm a cool kid. Today we're going back to an interesting thing. Ixalan. And boy, do I get some good storytelling to talk to you guys about today. So this particular box, I know it looks pretty, but I want to show you. The reason we're opening this box for my patron Andrew over here, you ready? You ready? Has a secret passage. So for whatever reason, all the packs are here, but there's a secret passage. I don't really know why, but I don't know if somebody snuck in there. I don't know if somebody did something to it. I don't know if somebody took an inappropriate bodily part and stuck it in. I don't know what's going on, okay? So sit back, relax, everybody, as I give you guys story time from Ixalan during the bear market. So for those of you who weren't around, let me just give you guys a little update and everything. Yeah, see, I don't know what the deal was with this box. Like, there's nothing even wrong with it, see? Let's see if the pack's even damaged. Let's see if the pack's even damaged. We have... Oh, the common card's got a little mark. Wait, what's the pack order on this? Did we get anything? I don't even know if I've ever opened the draft version of this. The rares are... Is there anything good? Hey! Look at that! Pack 1. Oh, that's it. Not bad, actually. We got a nice little rare land. We got the prairie. Okay. Alright, we're going in, folks. So... let's give you guys a little history lesson here, okay? Understand, Ixalan came out in the not-so-great time period, okay? Let me get the pack order down here. I'm totally thrown away backwards. These packs are backwards like this. Drives me crazy. Thrown, and, okay, so, oh, these are draft. These aren't play. Oh, my goodness, these are draft boxes. This is before play boxes even became a thing. Oh, my goodness, whoa. So understand, when this thing came out, during the Wildsville Drain and the actual Ixalan time, there you go, Roaming Throne. Wow, we're getting some good hits. Really? Pack 3, Andrew. We got the Roaming Throne, one of the better rares in the set already. This was at the tail end of the crash, where everybody corpses were, wow, really? Restless Vents, rare land too. Dang. Okay. I don't know if any of these things are holding up financially today, but I just remember some of the hits in this set, and I'm just kind of surprised we're kind of starting off at this level, huh? Get lost. So when we were at the Ixalan in Wildsville Drain with it, that was the bottom. And then right into Ravnica Remastered into Q1 2024, the market started to come back with a vengeance. Nice little merfolk there. And so at the time of this, when this set came out, Ixalan collectors were like, I couldn't even sell my patrons all my Ixalan collector boxes. And this was, keep in mind, these were like probably $1.99 for Ixalan collector boxes. This was the same time period. That was a moon. I love that. What do you guys think? Do you think they should have actually brought back like the masterpiece cards like this? What do you guys think of that? Remember the infamous thing from the past? I don't know. You guys aren't even going to know what I'm talking about. It's been so long. So this product was just not received very well. And it's one of those things where we look back on some of this stuff. Oh, another Restless Fence. You know, how could we have handled it differently? For most people who completely missed the Lost Caverns of Ixalan, and the Wildsville Drain, the Ravnica Remastered, that whole era, what could we have done differently? Hidden Nursery, beautiful art on that Hidden Nursery. You know, what did we miss that was an interesting indicator, or was it impossible? Or is what it is? Deepest foundation. We got a god. We got a god into a temple. Very nice. Is that our first mythic? That might be our first mythic, everybody. Is that our first mythic? Isn't that weird? Like this is actually a full art basic land. It's not an advertising card. It's not a token. That's actually a full art basic land. A lot of people, like, the first time you see that, you're like, wait a minute, is that really? I remember a long time ago when people were like, oh crap, I didn't know that. You have the old Ceratops there. And that's kind of how I want to open this video here, Echoing Deaths, is what could we have done to approach this era better? How could we have seen the market turn better? Thunderhulk. And my answer is, I think if people had just looked at the set in isolation, instead of just focusing on the massive negativity machine. Ooh, look at that throne of Grim Captain. Dude, that framework looks nice, man. Dang. I think it would have been a little more obvious if people were just, I don't know, they focused on the actual set and actually kind of weren't so filled with negativity on what Cynthia Philip Morris Funko Pop Williams was doing. Like, I think everybody, including myself, we were so angry in a Magic 30 world with all these things going on. Yeah, a little cave over here. I think we were so angry, we weren't, I don't want to say we weren't willing to accept it, but we weren't willing to be an open-minded person. Nice little reef there, getting some land. It's like we weren't willing to be open-minded enough to really just analyze the set itself. We were all just too angry at the state of Magic. And it reminds me, and I got to point to this, you guys. Great door, another beauty. I love these things. And this is what I say, sometimes I'm like, man, maybe they should have kept these things with masterpieces. And I was vocal about the whole thing too, back in the day. And I'm like, maybe I made a wrong choice in that too. I guess the reason I say that is, now I want to pause and go to today, Confluence. And today, when I look at everything, I'm going, you know what? Everyone's very angry. We have different reasons for being angry today. Everybody's angry about all the universes beyond and Magic sellout, its IP, it's everything, squirming. Right? But really, the question is like Avatar right now. Avatar is just coming out. Is Avatar a good, is the product actually a garbage product? Not is it lazy, is it cheap? I know. Some of the cards, the artwork, the screen, it's lazy. I get it. I do. I'm not going to disagree with you guys. But at the same time, treasure map. Love it. The Treasure Cove. But the question remains, does it justify skipping the product or being super negative that it's a bad set? Ooh, what do we got here? We got the Sovereign, we got the Cat Mythic. Ooh, and a beautiful looking. Look at that dino, man. Alright, I'm not gonna lie. I don't like the artwork. Sorry, whoever did the artwork here. Sidharth, I'm sorry, I don't like the art. Maybe your actual art was better, but it looks terrible on a card. Sorry. And that's kind of what I kind of like to think about right now. Because, in my opinion, I'm probably the largest holder of collector boxes in Magic the Gathering. Possibly in the world. I don't know anybody who has anywhere near the volume of collector boxes that I have. Because I've been doing this so long. But at the same time, here we are again with people saying Spider-Man's trash, Avatar's trash. Unless it's Final Fantasy, it's trash, right? And I'm just sitting here going, are you sure? Magnetic. Are we 100% certain that this isn't another example of like an Ixalan Ravnica remastered type era? Another Sentinel, okay. Ooh, look at that. It's a nice foil get lost. This was a thing. I don't know if it still is or not. It was a pretty nice little hit there. See, and like when you crack a cheap draft box like this, like these boxes are they're not $80, $90 on Rudy's Patron anymore. But like these boxes are online for maybe $130 shipped, okay? And for a $130 box, compared to 2025 pricing, like, it doesn't seem like a bad deal, man. Like, it still seems, in my opinion, moderately attractive. I mean, it just does, It just does. So, yeah, ever flowing well into that beautiful pool. Look at that. Very cool, huh, everybody? Nice little Fortitude foil, everyone. So that's kind of the thing. Like, when I look at these old sets and I do a box opening with you guys like this, I actually spend more time trying to think about the set, the feel. By the way, these cards, I know you guys don't have smell-o-vision. These cards smell. Oh, God, these cards smell good. I know, I have problems, but man, you guys gotta take my word for it. These cards smell fantastic. Oh, the ink smells so good on these things. But that's the thing. Like right now, let's talk about the pricing today. So collector boxes on this set are $500, $600 a box. Awakening. $500, $600 for a collector box. Now keep in mind, collector boxes, you've got all kinds of expensive dinosaur, Jurassic Park, subsets. Hey, we got the old Quintorius? I don't know how to pronounce that. I got to pause right here. I am so intrigued by the fall of Planeswalkers in Magic. 5, 10, 15 years ago, Planeswalkers were such a big deal. Nice little hatcher. I am so intrigued by Magic's obsession of bringing in Planeswalkers, and how Planeswalkers just... Oh, Saheeli, the Sun's Brilliance. Nice little mythic there. Like, I'm surprised that people aren't surprised by how little excitement there are around Planeswalkers now. I mean, I understand people say, well, really, they powered them down. Most of them aren't as good as they used to be. I've heard all that, but I am really, really intrigued by how something like hitting a mythic Planeswalker used to be this really big deal. And now it's like, oh, Planeswalker. Like, newer, younger people joining or involved with Magic, like, nobody cares about hitting or getting a Planeswalker. Ooh, Ridgeline, nice little land there. A little uncommon, little baby, little capybara? I don't know how to pronounce that. So that's the end of box 1. Overall, seemed pretty normal. 4 or 5 mythic box. A bunch of rare lands in the land cycle. We did hit a couple of the good regular. It seems like a pretty normal box opening there, Andrew. But see, I think that's one of the things a lot of people loved about these draft boxes back in the day. Have you guys know, like, when you open these draft boxes, the volatility, it doesn't feel as volatile. Does anybody else notice that? Like, opening these older draft boxes, like, it doesn't seem anywhere near, I don't want to say, like, dangerous or gambly, or it doesn't have the volatility that previous older sets did. Or not older sets, collector boxes. Older collector boxes. Treasure map again. Like, you open a collector box of Spider-Man, you know, you pay, I don't know, what's it now, $400. I mean, you may get $100 worth of cards, or you may get like 40 grand, because if you hit a big card, right? Like the Variants Tunnel Grinder, very cool, into the tunnels there. But see, when you open these older draft boxes, I'm telling you, the engineering and design of these older boxes was very, very different. The swings were not as big of a deal. That's what I think stands out to me. You open a draft box like this, they're draft packs. You know, you get your uncommons, you get your, rare or mythic. Millennium Calendar, very cool. I don't remember the Millennium Calendar. When are you going to tap one or more permanents during your tap? Put that many counters on it. Double the number, wait a minute, hold on. Double the number of time counters. When there are 1,000 or more time counters, sacrifice and each opponent loses 1,000 life? Dude, this is a... What a meme card. Whenever you untap one or more permanents during it, put that many times. So every time you untap, you put a counter. And then you can double them to pump it up. Dude, what a... See, like... Oh, full rare. Motherload. Like, I know you guys are going to make fun of Old Man Rudy. But, like, silly meme cards like that. I like silly meme cards like that. Really? Another Restless Ridgeline? That's like the 4th Restless Ridgeline we've hit in 2 boxes. Like, dude, that Millennium Calendar Mythic, like that artifact, like, I like stuff like that. It's creative. It's outside the box thinking. It's goofy. You know, I'm looking at that card going, how can I game the system? How can I double by, you know, and you think about it and you're going, 1,000 time counters. How do I get, Growing Rights of Infinite. Yeah. Cradle of the Sun. Anybody? Playmat? Cradle? Anybody? Anybody? Great card? Anybody? Come on. Growing Rights. Anyways, I like it when Wizards does weird stuff like that. I've always been a fan of silly, unique cards like that. I know that a lot of people don't like those kind of things because people find weird combos and they break the whole game with some stupid turn 3, getting a million, you know, counters, and just the whole game just gets completely just redonkulous. I get it. I know that's a thing. But I always think stuff like that's cool. Hammer Skull. So, but anyways, let's zoom out on our conversation here. This video is going to be over in a couple minutes here, and I want to finish a couple thoughts with you guys. Hey, Deepest Betrayal. Nice little god card. Okay. Temple of the Dead. See, I thought one of the coolest things about this set, is how these cards would evolve into these hidden Indiana Jones style temples. Which again, brings me to my next thing. I'm very, very surprised we have not had Indiana Jones crossover or cards. But then, I said that in a video about a year ago, and other people said, well, Rudy, they can't do Indiana Jones because Indiana Jones has like Nazi stuff in it from the movies and things from the past. And apparently that's a thing, and I don't remember, I haven't seen it since I was a kid, but apparently that was a thing, even if I don't remember it. I always thought it'd be cool to have some Indiana Jones crossover, but I know we've had the Jurassic Parks and, you know, Tomb Raider, Lara Croft and everything, but, you know, hey, I just can't get everything in this world, right? So anyways, I think, like right now, let's just ask a basic question. Hey, Sun's Avatar. Okay. Basic question. That is really cool again, the Fungus Wizard. See, certain cards like that I just think are cool. the basic question is Ixalan collector boxes at $500 to $600 a box. Let's be honest about it. You know, is it a bubble like everyone says online? Everything's a bubble. Oh, it's all going to zero. You know, or I mean, $500 to $600 Ixalan collector boxes. 1,000 moons, baby. Look at that beautiful temple there. See, in my opinion, this is my point. Ixalan collectors at even $500 to $600 for a box for a collector. I don't even think that's a bad deal. You know, a galleon, and of course, foil little ancestors. See, that's my perspective. Oh, it's easy, Rudy, when you have $20 billion and you own all of Hasbro. Ooh, secret employee. Who told you that? Restless. But see, that's what I'm saying. Like, even, I know, you're going to laugh. Wilds of Eldraine collectors at 1,000. I think they've come down in price, $950. Ooh. But I mean, even at $950, like, that is such an iconic set. People love the Eldraine series. Ooh, we got a journal. We got a journal, Into the Tomb. And because of that, I don't see the future, these cards just collapsing from the bubble and going to zero. I don't see sets like Ixalan and Wilds of Eldraine and Lord of the Rings. I don't see these sets collapsing. This chitter chatter of people talking about bubbles. Do these people have financial background? Do they have connections in the market? Do they know what's going on? Because that's all you hear. You know, it's crazy. Like, I don't want to... All right, I'll rant a little bit. I mean, think about this. Think about this. The market's garbage for years, right? And really, another Restless Reef? Are you serious? The market's garbage for years. And everyone says, don't buy anything. Everything's crap, right? Everything's garbage. And now, the market's not garbage. Everything goes up in price. And now everybody's online yelling it's a bubble and it needs to go back down to being garbage. Like, no matter what happens, people are going to complain and bitch on the internet that everything's bad. Oh, Goblin Pirate. Very cool. You see what I'm saying? Does anybody not remember? We went years of Magic being bad. Everybody just complained. Ooh, the Nexus. I love that. It's very cool art on that bad boy. Nice little mythic there. Hey, foil rare too. Look at that. The old Amelia. She's cute. I'd take her to Chick-fil-A. You know, but that's my thing is it's wild. When the market's bad, everyone yells, don't buy anything, it's all garbage, blah, 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 baseball card 90s, overprinted to oblivion. Market skyrockets, don't buy it, it's a bubble. It's like, oh my God, can we just not live a life of being angry and negative no matter what happens in the world? Is that just what the social media machine tells us we're supposed to do? Do we always have do we always have to be this way? Why can't we just respect and enjoy the fact, hey, great door. There you go, into the core. You know, ooh, 7 days. Or sorry, not 7 days, a Sage of Days. Like, that's my thing. Like, no matter what the market does, all these people and content creators online are just full of the end of the world. Constantly, end of the world. It's all bad. It's all end of the world. Everything's terrible. And it's just like, dude, can we just maybe assume that maybe it's not the end of the world? Maybe it's not terrible? Like, that's the kind of stuff that just blows my mind, everybody. Anyways. Hey, look at that. The Stampede! So, uh-oh. Uh-oh. Ooh, we got a little crease on that. I hope that one's not worth a lot. Oh, wait, do we have a... No? Wait, the corner, maybe? I can't tell. Are they bent? I can't tell. Anyways, you know, it just blows my mind. Yeah, we do. Look at this. The box, this side of the box. Was this side of the box damaged? Was this? I didn't even see anything. Well, okay, well, the rare. I don't know. I was like, wait a second. The last few packs here on the bottom. I don't think that the box was. I threw it on the floor. I didn't even look. I didn't think this was damaged. It's like, that doesn't look. Anyways, so I want people to realize that I just think it's almost unfair. It's almost like no matter what happens in the market, everyone just complains and gets mad at everything. And in reality, it's like, is it really necessary? When things are good, can we just respect the fact that, oh, Belgium, nice little vehicle. Can we just respect the fact that they're good? So that's my conclusion. Andrew, thanks for being a very kind patron. I don't know if this is considered a good or bad box opening video. Ixalan, like I said, this wasn't a really expensive box opening. These boxes, like I said, they're about probably $130 plus tax, so about maybe $140 a box online. This isn't really like a $1,000, $2,000, $3,000 box opening video. I haven't opened Ixalan. I don't even know if I've ever opened Ixalan drafts. Maybe one at a time. You know, I just want to do it because, you know, it's just Sometimes I feel like we all forget how far we've come from basic draft boxes for $100. You know, I built my entire empire of trying to tell you guys, you know, watch my videos, be a patron. If you're going to buy Sealed Magic, buy them from me. Or watch the videos and don't buy anything and just ask questions and let's talk about life, right? You know, it's just weird, you know? Because in 2025, Ixalan, you know, during like this block of time, people are so nostalgic and positive on how good these sets are. And I'm like, are you guys kidding me? When this came out a couple years ago, everybody was miserable. And like nobody acknowledges that. Anyways, thanks for watching, everybody. Hope you all have a beautiful day out there. Andrew, all the cards are heading your way. Remember, folks, life is short. Magic has a funny way of reminding you because of all the sets and releases you don't realize. Like this Ixalan set, just so you guys know. Look at the bottom here. See that? 2023. We're almost in 2026. This box opening is going to be almost 3 years old from when this set came out pretty soon. That's how short life is. Have a beautiful day, everybody.